Hi, welcome to Equaser. In this video we are going to compare these two CW and EX calculator. Doesn't matter 991 or 570. In both cases CW and EX, we are going to compare them and see what is the difference and which one is better, and at the end I'm going to give you my conclusion. If you want to purchase any of these calculators, the affiliated links are below the video in the description, so I will get some commission and it will help me. Very disappointed with Casio. This calculator has nothing better than this calculator. From every aspect, this is bad. It needs so many keys to be pressed in order to activate a feature, and yet they just produce it. This is the king. This is the best calculator. I purchased this calculator from eBay India. The calculator has been released in East Asia. At the moment, as of March 2023, this is not available in USA, in Canada, and in Europe yet. These two calculators can do exactly the same thing. Only this one has this math box which shows rolling dice and tossing coin. This one doesn't have it. The rest is exactly the same. Everything this calculator can do, this can do it, or whatever this one can do. Everything the CW can do, the EX can do it, either 991 or 570 in both versions. I have a full video of both of these calculators. I have a video which is about 3 hours for this calculator and about 2 hours for this. Everything have been explained. Nothing is left out. Make sure to watch first 3 minutes of the video, because the video will use chapters and I will explain how to watch the video in the best possible way. The links are below the video in the description. So what can you do with this calculator? With this calculator you can do all basic calculation. So you can do statistical calculation, you can do distribution, we can do polynomial such as quadratic, cubic, and quartic up to degree 4 calculation, simultaneous equation or system of equation. You can generate table of value of two functions, f of x and g of x, full spreadsheet where you can use formula and calculation in your spreadsheet. We can do inequality calculation, we can do full complex calculation, we can do base calculation like binary, decimal, hexadecimal conversion with some basic digital calculations. We can do ratio calculation, we can do also vector calculation, we can do matrix such as adding, subtracting, squaring, matrix inverse, and matrix determinant, and many other features. So it has something called math box where you can do rolling 1, 2 or 3 dice, or flipping 1 or 2 or 3 coins. So first, the screen. The screen is exact same size, and let's come at the keys. We have 4 arrow key on this one and in here, but we have OK. This was not here. And the rest we have home. There is no home. The menu, everything has changed because I'm looking at this. Here we have a menu and setup, while this one has a setting. On is in here. They moved it in here to the left side. The function keys are the important one. A lot of keys are missing here because we have introduced menus. This integral and derivative summation, they're all missing here. The X key, which is in here in 991 in the EX version, here the X have been moved to the left. And in this calculator we have memory, function, catalog, and tools. These are all new except the tools. Tools is equivalent to the options in this calculator. We don't see the calc and solve in here. So a lot of keys have been moved and they are deep under the menu. You see here natural log, logarithm, they are still here, logarithm, natural log. Here the log is second function on this calculator. Then we have these all buttons that you see. They're very similar, but the most important note is in here for the equal sign on this calculator. Now they call it execute or exe, and S&D button, which was here, now we have a format button which you press. Other than that, these keys look the same. Delete is now with this symbol. All clear is the same. Now I'm going to turn on the calculators, and let's see, to turn this on I'm pressing this button here, and for this one I'm pressing this button. This is the screen, so I'm going to put it like that. Now let's reset both calculators. I'm pressing shift and 9. This is the reset. And then number 3, I'm just pressing 3, and for all clear I'm pressing yes. So equal and then all clear. This is done. For this one we press the setting, come to reset, and then initialize all, and then yes, and then all clear. I have to press exe to exit. Now let's have a look at the menu. For this calculator I'm pressing menu, and on this calculator I'm pressing home. In this calculator, if I want to select this menu calculate, I can press 1. If I go to the right for complex, I can press 2. So for each we have a number associated on the keyboard, so you can press. But in this one there is no number. No, when I press any of these numbers it has no effect. So you have to select it and press the button. For example, if I want to go to statistics like that, and in here this is statistics, even if I'm here I can press 6 and go to statistics. The menu is now different, but doesn't matter. Let's press menu, and so let's press all clear, menu, and then 1. I'm going back, home, and then go this way. So you have to press multiple keys with this calculator. Let's go, for example, for system of equation, and let's try something. Go, I'm pressing home and menu, and here I'm going to equation. Go to the right once, twice, down, okay. But in here also, if I know the function, which I don't remember, I could just press the key, equation. Now I have to press A here, or just press exe or execute. Now on this screen we have simultaneous equation, exactly the same, polynomial, exactly the same. We have solver. Why we have solver? This is not extra feature. The solver is in here, so we can press shift and directly go. But here they put it deep under that menu. And if I go select this, I'm pressing 1, simultaneous equation. For this I press OK. Now on this screen, for the number of unknowns, 2 to 4, but in here I have to select with the arrow, go up and down. If I select 3, and here I press 3, so we get the same screen. The rest is exactly the same. Let's go to menu, and then equation A. I'm going back, and here, and equation. Now I'm back in this menu. Let's go to polynomial 2, and then come down, polynomial. Again, this one needs you to enter 2 to 4 to see it, but this one makes it very nice. Sometimes maybe some people would not understand the degree easily, but here they might understand to the power 2, 3, and 4, but here 2 to 4. But here you can press one button. Let's say for third degree, just press 3 and done. But here now in this one, let's go 1 and press OK. So we see the exact screen. Now let's enter here 2, 5, 6. So I'm pressing 2 and then exe, 5 and then 6. and then 0, and pressing equal, it solved it. 2, 5, 6, 0, and it solved it. So we saw the exact answer, the same speed and time. But here is one difference. The result, if you want to see it in decimal, in this calculator we are pressing S and D, and immediately we are getting the result. But on this one, we have to press this format button. Now when I press format, I don't get the answer immediately. So I have to go down to decimal to do it like this. Now this is our number, and exactly the same. There is absolutely no difference in terms of functionality, as you can see in this section. But if I press format again, we can get also, let's see, rectangular coordinate. It went back to rectangular. That was not. Let's go to power coordinate, polar, and this will convert it to polar in case if you need it. As I've seen it in this in these polynomials, rarely you need it in this format, but so this calculator can offer it. So that's a plus if you need it. Let's see if we go to the settings and set I out to line. I'm setting I out to line. Shift setting, and then 1, and then line in, line out 3. I did those steps. Now let's see here. Settings, calculator settings, input, and then come down, line in, line out, and then all clear. Now we are in line mode. Now let's see the speed of calculation of both calculators. Now let's do a test of speed. I'm going to integration. I'm pressing this button. The calculator is ready, but for this one I have to press once, twice, 3, 4 times before I get it. But regardless of the unfriendliness of the interface, let's just enter cosine of x and then close it, and here as well cosine of x and close it. Now I'm going to the right to put the lower bound and upper bound. You see it goes to the lower bound. Let's put it as pi, and I'm going to the right, it goes up. Let's say put 2 pi, and here now if I go here, it comes on this side, it goes on the other side, and finally at the top, so 2 shift pi, and then come down and shift pi. Everything is ready. The same screen. Both of the units are in radian. In degree, it will be calculating this very quickly. I found a way to demonstrate this. So in radian, we will see. Let's 1, 2, 3. I pressed it. Already 0. 1, 2, 3. So this was very quick, but now let's make it five pi, and let's go here as well, make it 5 pi, and then 1, 2, and 3. So, and this was the difference. So that was the difference, and now let's change it. I'm gonna make this, let's do it squared, and let's go here as well and make it squared. Let's press 1, 2, 3. So you saw very little difference, but here, look at this. It's presenting it an exact value, but in your exam you will not be able to understand this is 2 pi. So this is bad. Now, one thing, and the time difference was very little, and let's make it a little more interesting. Add 2 here and 2 here, and let's make it more interesting. 15, go here and make it 15. So exact same thing, 1, 2, and 3. So I pressed it. This is now taking very long with comparing to that, but still that difference, I'm showing it with counter on the screen. This is exact value of 7 pi and this is 21.99, something like that, which in the exam most of the time your professor expects this, not that value, which is correct value, but the format is not presented and there is no way to change it. Even if I go with a format button here, let's go format, that's the standard decimal, there is no other option, still the same thing, so it's not helpful. Let's do a derivative calculation. Press shift this button, we get derivative, and this one press catalog, okay, and then derivative. Now let's enter our equation, log of 2x plus 6, and this calculator I'm pressing shift log of 2x and then close it, plus 6, and in this one the same way, shift log of 2x close plus 6 and come to the right. Let's evaluate it with 5 and come here to 5 and then press equal on both. So I entered 50, sorry. So now I've entered 5, press equal on both, and we got the exact answer. Now let's see, for example, I want to enter 500 micro. For micro, I'm pressing option and then 3, engineering, 2, micro plus 2 milli, 2, option, engineering, and then milli. If I want to do it in this calculator, in the CW, 500, catalog, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then engineering, and then micro, plus 2, catalog, engineering, and then milli, and press equal. We get the same answer, but you saw the number of steps are very high with this calculator. And here's my conclusion. This calculator can do everything this calculator can. So, but this calculator cannot do flipping coin and these two. So this calculator does not have rolling dice and flipping coin, but the rest exactly the same. Everything this calculator can do will do it, and this one can do the same thing. The only difference, this can do certain calculations in derivative and integral faster. If you need faster calculator and if you use a lot of integral calculation, then get this. Otherwise, as I mentioned, a lot of feature of this is based on like computer style and app style, and it has deep into the menu, which in some case makes it easy because you will just read it and do it, but it will make you press multiple strokes, so many more strokes than this. For that purpose, I prefer this. I don't like it to press so many keys to get a simple thing. This calculator has amazing, beautiful layout and the keys, but this one looks very cheap. I purchased this from eBay from India, and I paid 130 Canadian dollar to get this because it has not been released in the US, Canada, and Europe yet. But this is not good. Everything, it seems the keys might go away, these labels, and they don't look as nice as this one. This looks very nice, amazing quality. And also, but this one is very nice if you just want to remove it like that and put it back like this. And but this one you have to remove it, not by much hassle, but still. So this was my conclusion. If you have this calculator, I suggest not buying this. Do not upgrade, do not purchase. If you don't have the calculator and if you want to buy one of these calculators, if you need speed and if you like a lot of menus and pressing a lot of keystrokes, buy this. Otherwise, this is the king and I prefer this. If you want to purchase these calculators, I have the link below the video. If you purchase it, I will get some commission. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please thumb up the video, and also if you have not subscribed to my channel, it's appreciated. Please do so now. So what is Khorasan? Khorasan is currently Tajikistan, east of Iran, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan.